How's things today, guys? We're going to be doing the Grand Theft Auto trophy, which basically means that we're going to acquire Sunshine Autos if we haven't already, and then do the car list. Now, the car list is kind of fun compared to GTA 3 because GTA 3 had some seriously annoying cars that just never spawned. Thankfully, GTA Vice City has only 4 lists and there's only like 5 or 6 cars on each list. Not that difficult to do. They're located just there, so let's get started. Right guys, so the first vehicle on the list we're going for is the Landstalker. Now this does have a fixed spawn location which is located just here on the map. It is next to the dirt track that allows you to do the off-road missions. So the idea is you collect everything and just bring it back. So that's what we're going to do. So guys, the second one on our list we'll be getting is the Stallion. Now we'll be getting this because it has a fixed spawn location on the first island. It's on top of the multi-story car park. It's also another off-road mission, coincidentally. So the next car we're going to hunt down is the Blister Compact. Now this is pretty easy to find. It's kind of a common car. You can find it in the Little Haiti area, the Little Havana area, the downtown area, the Washington Beach area. You just have to drive around until you find it. Right guys, so next on the list is the Idaho, and you can get that pretty easily by driving around the Little Havana, Little Haiti area, especially on the stretch of road where the paintworks is, or the pay and spray is. So guys, next on the list I was looking for a rancher and I was driving around the Stallion and I went to the Heyman Stadium and went to that parking lot. I found one there. I don't think it's a permanent spawn, but it might be able to help you. If not, it's very common to find them on the first island in Washington Beach, the upper part, and in downtown. Just drive a boxy looking vehicle. So the last on the list, guys, is an Esperanto, and I'll be honest, this gave me a bit of difficulty. I couldn't find it for an hour or two. But what I did is I got the Moonbeam and I drove around in Vice Point, and that seemed to spawn a few, so if that's the difficulty you're having, hopefully that helps. Alright guys, so that's the first list done in the Sunshine Autos. It does give you a new car every time you do a list, like a new car that only spawns there, so it's pretty cool, and it also builds up your assets, so the more missions you do for them, the more assets you get out of Sunshine Autos.
What's going on? Forget about it,
Okay, so guys, we've done list 1, let's move on to list 2. Here's what they're after. Let's get cracking. Alright guys, so I'm just outside the Sunshine Autos dealership and I actually ran into a Sabre. They're actually fairly common. Now I don't think there is a fixed spawn for these, but if you are driving a fast enough car you'll be able to get one.
Yo, be easy! Yo, you got it! You got it!
Right guys, so the next car we're going to acquire is the Admiral. Now this does have a fixed spawn location, it's actually on Starfish Island. The first house here that you can see that the arrow was pointing at, it's parked down this driveway. Now, you can't get into it unless you park a vehicle in front of the gate and jump over it. But once you do, you'll find one parked up just here. They're very common too, to be fair, so you might just find one in the open world. Right guys, so the next one we're going to grab is the Sentinel. Now this has a fixed spawn, it's actually inside the Sunshine Auto warehouse, or showroom rather. So, pretty easy. Right guys, so I was looking for a Virgo and I found one at the back of this building parked up here. Now I was driving in Idaho around Little Haiti and Little Havana. I think that's probably the best way to get them because I'd seen them there a bunch before. But this is definitely not a fixed spawn location, so yeah, use the Idaho. I think it might be your best bet. Alright guys, next on the list is the Washington. Now I found this in downtown. I was driving a Greendale and there was plenty of them, so I don't think it's too hard to get. Sentinel as well. I found them with the Sentinel and Vice Point a bunch of times too. So that brings us to the last vehicle we are looking for, which is the Stretch. Now this has a fixed spawn location, it's actually at the Versetti estate. Some of you might have missed it, it is actually just obscured by the stairs. There it is there. Alright, that's list 2 done. We got another car, the GT Turbo, which is kind of cool.
I hate that one.
Or maybe it's called a Sabre Turbo. Okay, so list 3, let's see what it's after. Alright, let's get to it. So first up on the list, guys, is a Phoenix. Now I don't think this does have a fixed spawn location, but they are fairly common. If you go to Starfish Island alone, just drive around and you will get one.
Sorry about that.
Right guys, so next on the list is a Stinger. Now I do think this is a permanent spawn location, I'm not 100% sure, but they are frequently found in Starfish Island either way. It is just in the driveway of this house just here. You do need a car to hop over though and go in and get it. Next one up, guys, is the Banshee. Now this is again very easy to find on Starfish Island. You just need to drive around in the fast car. Even the Infernus that spawns at Versetti Mansion will be handy enough to do it in, and you'll find one easily enough.
Gangs have to learn to love, to be inclusionary.
Else, myself included, and you shame.
Alright guys, the next one we're going to grab is the Cheetah. It's actually permanent, it's got a permanent spawn spot just here on the map in Starfish Island. It's the first house here, and it's always in the front drive. So next on the list, guys, is the Comet. Now this is 2 spawn locations that are fixed, one outside the Lynx Golf Club and one just here in Starfish Island on the second house in. It's parked in their garage. Right guys, so the Infernus on this list, pretty easy to find. It's at the Versetti estate, it's always there, it's a permanent spawn. Right guys, that's another list done.
I got those clothes you wanted. Forget about it, Mario.
Alright guys, so the 4th and final list, let's see what it's asking us to grab. Okay. Right guys, so for the baggage handler you just want to go here on the map, so you need to go out onto the airport's tarmac and park up next to the helipad and you'll find one always spawning just here. So guys, the next one up is the Cuban Hermus. Now to be fair, this is found pretty easily in Little Havana. It's a gang car, so that's where it's always going to be. Right guys, so we're getting the Voodoo now. That does have a fixed spawn location. It's located just here on the map in the middle of Little Haiti. Right guys, the next one we're getting is the Mr. Whoopee. Now this is a permanent spawn, but you do have to have purchased the ice cream factory first. So next up guys is the Pizza Boy. Now you can get this at any well stacked pizza place. I'm gone for the one that's closest in Little Haiti. Right guys, the caddy, the last one on the list and the last one we're going to get is located at the Leaf Links golf course on the right hand side of the entrance when you go out. Now if you can't find it there, you can get it at the lighthouse in the beach area. Just down here. It's hidden in some bushes. Alright guys, there's your Grand Theft Auto trophy, and all of the cars are now spawnable in the Sunshine Autos showroom.